Welcome to the heartland of Florida. I'm Clyde Butcher. For more than 30 years, I've been photographing the landscapes of Florida, capturing the beauty and the spirit of the wilderness, including here in the headwaters of the Everglades. Many Floridians and visitors don't often see the expansive majesty of the state's watery landscapes in wide open spaces, learn about the history and hear the stories about the people who live, work, and play here. See the incredible beauty of this fantastic place known as the Kissimmee Basin.
The Kissimmee River Basin, the northern portion of the Everglades, encompasses over 2,000 square miles, about 25% of the Everglades ecosystem. To appreciate the Kissimmee Basin's charm requires more than just a casual glance. Its expansive waters yield a wealth of biodiversity and wonder. Florida has been one of the fastest-growing states in the country, known for its balmy climate, sandy, sugary beaches, blue springs, rivers and streams, freshwater lakes, and, of course, Walt Disney World. Here in the heartland of the Sunshine State, the water flowing south of Disney is the beginning of Florida's other world-famous attraction, the Everglades. This is a story about the headwaters of the Everglades, the vast landscapes, and how decisions of the past still affect our lives today.
I think the history of water resources development in our country is one of doing something, having unintended consequences, fixing those consequences, trying to do it better.
The Kissimmee Okeechobee Everglades ecosystem is a rain-driven system that averages 55 inches of rain per year. This rainfall replenishes every body of water imaginable: swamps, marshes, sloughs, wet prairies, streams, lakes, and rivers. Much of South Florida's drinking water depends on underground sources, replenished largely by the surface waters of the Everglades. This massive ecosystem is actually a long, watery chain, flowing from the Kissimmee chain of lakes to the Kissimmee River to Lake Okeechobee, then the western and southern Everglades, and finally to Florida Bay, 100 miles to the south. Early European explorers and missionaries found Florida to be as stunning and beautiful as it was inhospitable and dangerous. The Seminoles and Miccosukee found ways to survive the dangers of floods, droughts, hurricanes, and, oh yeah, mosquitoes.
My people were coming into Florida. These herds of cattle were wandering around, so they just took them over, and not to mention cattle, but horses.
But they would soon encounter a force far more powerful than even Florida's harsh weather.
As Florida became a territory in 1821, and our adversary, the man that we hated most, became the leader of it, and that is Andy Jackson. He was appointed the first governor. And so by 1819, the first Seminole War broke out, and it was all about slavery, and it was all about taking the cattle and taking over, and all along the patriots knew they wanted Florida, and they would get it somehow one day.